Right, about to be back in action. Hopefully I get some footage. Look at them clouds looking nice, like you could just grab them and pull them down, looking like some cotton balls. No homo. About to hit some back. Friday has some stuff to take care of, so I leave room in the schedule just in case. We'll talk more about that later. Probably not. About to sign in here, meet up with Big Play Yay. Alright, gotta say what's up to the people.
What's cracking?
Look, you finally showed up
Hey,
late.
man. Hey,
Late.
I showed up though.
Late. I was late too. I beat him by like 5 minutes.
Up, though.
You live around the
This is my
corner.
warm up. I do. That's the sad part. He came from a whole nother state.
Oh, Big Play Yay out here. Oh, there you go. Lightweight.
Okay,
Lightweight.
Yay.
Say what's up to the people.
Alright.
They ain't seen you since 2013, man.
It's the return.
Yeah.
You should do.
Yeah, I hereby conclude we are in here. I did come across a rope, by the way, that has 2 loop handles in it. So I'm going to try to find that so I can do this exercise. Maybe take it with me when I go to a gym that does not have a pullover machine. Anyways, so I started here because there's no pullover machine, using a rope, and felt pretty good. It always feels pretty good, especially when you have that mind-muscle connection. Now, of course, since this video, because this now is the end of August, and I'm recording this at the end of September, pretty much, this voiceover, I started actually doing rope pullovers at the beginning of my back workout and using my pullover machine at the end, just because I tore my pec, which you'll see later on in this video, and I just can't use sufficient weight on the pullover machine just yet, but somehow I still got crazily stronger. I love this machine. I would buy one of these for my house. This is for the Nautilus Impact. This is the pull down. Obvious, it's not Nautilus now. Nautilus was bought by Core Fitness, at least the name. So it's and Star Trek. So this is Star Trek with a Nautilus badge. But you know what? It's good. It's smooth. I know that people like Jay Vincent have negative things to say about Star Trek. Compared to Nautilus, I understand, but this new stuff, I feel like is actually pretty good, pretty smooth. So at least they're kind of living up to the name, but not all the machines are created equal. I will say that. All right. Next, the big one, the Matrix row. I don't really like the new Matrix stuff all like that. There is a Matrix seated row that I think is really good that I use at a Snap Fitness. So I'll probably try to visit that Snap Fitness and record sets on there, doing back, because I really like the machine, even though it didn't have too much else that I liked for back. But it felt pretty good, pretty smooth. And they were using belts on that machine. Now, they bought out Magnum. This machine is great, feels good, but also there's a lot of friction. Why am I saying that? Because the older Magnum machines, well, Magnum was a great line. I don't think Magnum missed. Every Magnum machine I've used has been good. Matrix, the newer Matrix stuff with the cables, there's just a lot of friction. So even though this machine is good, you feel a good contraction, you still feel that resistance and that tension. And even on the leg days, well, not leg days, my wife does full body, high intensity training. She noticed on the Matrix leg press, and she don't know crap all about crap when it comes to training and machines and resistance curves and profiles and all that. She just knows what it feels like. And what she felt was a lot of resistance. She even said she doesn't like using that machine because of the resistance. And I get it, because there's a lot of friction. This machine would be great if they cut the friction out. It's good, that's why I always use this one, but they need to cut the friction out. It's too much friction. All right, so I'm taking the hoodie off. It's time to get to work. I like this. I didn't realize you can kind of see my back definition through that t-shirt, which I have a beater under the t-shirt and the hoodie. So looks like the muscles is doing what they need to do. Anyways, so I wanted to get more of those hoodies, and I just kind of forgot about it after a while. The danger of buying clothing, especially when it's affordable, like Amazon, Temu, and it looks good, is you'll spend all your money. Anyways, these are my handles, as you can tell. The ergonomic handles, HDX. Had them for a minute because this gym Usually does not have handles. Also, the other gym where I was using the older version of this machine, which is how I really fell in love with it because it didn't have the nitro pull down, is they just wouldn't have the handles or matching handles, or the handles would be all jacked up. So I bought these and I like them a lot. After using it for a few months, I noticed one day that my back makes significant improvement. So I'm considering maybe getting the free motion version because it's smoother and feels a lot better. And I could probably get it for the house. Then, of course, they also had this nifty little machine where I can hit the rear delt. So I did both of them. Here we got Wanye walking through, you know. But they had both. Yeah, he's just asking for a spot here, letting them know that I'm done with the set, you know, because he been throwing them plates up. He trying to get to that 400. All right, just got finished at the gym. I didn't get too much footage, but we got some footage. Now we at the Permani Brothers. Found out that I got some misinformation, man. I was at the gym. They told me that old girl done quit, but they said she got fired, really. That's what the dude said. She ain't get fired. She running around there smiling, jumping up and down and all that. So glad she's still there. We waiting for a good old friend, Johnny come lately. We came from around the corner. He's still late. Where is he at? He's on CP time for real. Late to the max. He's on certified coon time. I'm already demonetized, so it don't even matter. Big play yay out here.
Put my hat on, I can't see the...
Yeah, look at it.
Dang, so this is Fat Mass right here.
All right, let's do it. Back in action.
Place to be for a day.
All right, he finally showed up. He just
Hey,
came
man.
out of the closet.
Best for last.
Best for...
If I did come out the closet, I'm definitely pitching and not catching. I'm just saying. It is what it is. We know who got the long hair in this interaction. You guys know.
But y'all know them
You
bald
guys
men.
know.
Hey, y'all know my man
You
Scoop,
guys know
right?
what they
Y'all know
say.
my man Scoop. You know they keep the bald head for giving some bald head now.
The bald head's not the only thing that's bald.
Hey, yo,
Yeah?
what?
Huh?
Hey,
You like that? Oh yeah.
You can't take that from a grown man with
Focus
braces.
now.
He's immature.
Focus Shaw now.
He's immature.
Yeah, he's on the Epstein's list. I'm only 12. So I get posted. Sorry, Santino.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. This is what we're talking about right here. This man.
He's not finishing his food.
If Hayden was a professional.
All right. Notice how this man did not finish his food, and he tried to hide it under trash.
That's not my food.
The only man eating cheese fries at 30 years old and ketchup.
Don't be bad.
This man right here. This man right here.
I know, beautiful, right? Make sure to go to Healthy Don't Hurt. No, make sure to like the videos.
Make sure to
hit
look at the
subscribe.
back video of him from high school
You know.
and see him now and how much smaller he got.
Yeah, the loss of gains.
He has a lens. There's a lens on the camera, so you guys can't see it, but it makes them look bigger if he's smaller.
I think he's younger now, but no, he gets his braces at 30 years old.
Okay. Hey, nature ain't gonna make the teeth straight. They're gonna straighten themselves. All right. Next.
Yeah, he gonna have a grill and still have a messed up smile.
Crooked teeth they hating. Straight teeth they hating.
Crazy. Well, how long has it been since our last video? Dude, how long has it been?
9 years.
Since 2013.
$17
Thank you. Who sticks out on the check? This ain't Jordan and Cassine, Santino. We pay our checks and we tip well.
All right.
I don't know about well, but we tip. Yeah, Santino.
Yo, I didn't spend that much.
God damn, Santino. Jesus Christ, man. $2. That's inflation.
It's all right, because Wanye's gonna hook her up. He's gonna tip her 50%.
Yes.
Like, God damn, bro, we can't go out to eat with you, Santino. You gotta do better than that, my dude. I love you, Santino, but that's crazy.
Bro, my bill's not even that much.
Dude. Alright.
It's like $6, bro.
Hey, man. You're killing me. Oh, Jesus.
All right, reminder. This man did not eat his food, and I'm gonna tell her once he come back.
Yeah, you don't tell about that $2 tip.
All right, he's just hating.
Since we talk about telling
But hey, that meets the requirement. The bill wasn't that much. The bill wasn't that much. All right, the saga continues.
So, feeling a little sober, so we're going to be hitting the liquor store. Yep.
I'm just riding along because I don't drink.
He does not partake in alcoholic beverages.
Nope.
You know. If only we could all be like Santino and walk in the path of Christ. That's what he's doing. He's really doing the Lord's work, you know. Because even Jesus hung out with prostitutes and hookers. And he's hanging out with alcoholics and drug addicts.
And also prostitutes and hookers. No, I'm just joking. Are we back in here? Day 2.
We fixing porn.
Yeah.
Vegetarian. Biggest vegetarian you ever seen in your life.
Here we go. Back in here with the boys. They're all sad. Had to use the bathroom. Shoulders, triceps, didn't film it. Did some close grip on the bench after just to see how much I could bench. Got the 3 plates great. Added 10 aside. Let me tell you, it's going great. Snapped my ish up once again. But I didn't tear anything. It was just a little fatigue. I think I felt like a tendon. I didn't feel like it popped, but I felt like it kind of, not snap, but that's almost what it felt like. So I think I was just too fatigued at the end. So I should have recorded just so y'all could see, because I'm like holding it up with the one side because it wasn't too heavy. Well, it was. Weakest link is always going to determine how strong you are. But like I had on the one side, but the other side I couldn't do nothing with it. Luckily, somebody jumped in, helped save my life because, yeah. Now you might be wondering, if your boys was there, why couldn't they help you? But there was only 2 of them spotting, and I needed 3. So one's on one side, one's behind. If I can't push up and I can't drive, it wasn't going to happen. Luckily, somebody was on the bench beside us. They jumped in there. Funny thing is, I believe it was somebody that we actually had assisted earlier with something. So the gym's definitely a community. I'm grateful I didn't tear nothing because it was actually my other pack. Yeah, I remember I actually tore this one. Close gripping, $395, and that is why we don't do flat bench pressing. The very next time I do it, I snap my ish up again. But lesson learned. Now I gotta tell the wife, and of course I'm gonna have to hear an airful, but it is deserved. How you wanna act? Oh wait, before we act, boys.
I don't know.
There's no weed in here. We do not smoke illegal substances.
It smells like this, honestly, a cigar.
That's all it is.
All right,
Illegal activity.
we out.
I ain't doing no.
I don't know what's going on out here.
He on my block.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
He on my block. He on the block of North
I
Hills.
don't know what's going on with this guy. We out in North Crackersville, so I don't know what he's doing out here. Oh man, I want to get demonetized. Oh wait, I'm already demonetized. I was just joking. I know we just joking. We just joking. No racial.
You can cuss now as long as it's not in the first 30 seconds. The only thing is demonetized. You can say anything.
Oh yeah.
First 30 seconds.
So you allowed to have a cigar.
You can't say nothing. Yeah.
Of course the
Yeah, there's a dude that watched.
the Negrati would know that. The Negrati would know that. It's like the Illuminati, but all Negroes. How you wanna act? All right. Hit legs today. Sweating way more than I need to. Way harder than I should be. But I'm sweating more than I need to for a week today. Don't really train 3 days in a row, but I did. Trying to give this pack a little time off. Sorry about that. So yesterday was the footage. I never record these sets, but yesterday was when I injured my pec. I was on the way up on a close grip. Felt like the tendon like snapped or something, and could not get that weight up. Could not move my arm. It was done, just hanging. Luckily I had a spotter, several spotters present. I think I already explained that. After hitting shoulders and triceps, you know, they were just like, hey, where's your bench at? I was explaining to them, I don't flat bench anymore. I originally stopped because too many people were getting injured, and it seemed like most people get injured doing flat presses, so I stopped. But I wanted to at least get my bench back up to 405. So I started close gripping, tore my pec. That was like 4 years ago. And then that day I said, you know, but we could try it today, just see where I'm at. Injured the other one. I don't think it's torn, I'm not sure. We'll see. Looks kind of weird, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be permanent. Well, it's not, but the whole point is I started, got injured, said we'll try again, and got injured. Now the last time my shoulders were slipped because the bench was narrow and I was driving it up. That was with 395, it felt like. But when your shoulders slip with that kind of weight, any mistake, especially as the weight gets higher and higher, injuries will happen. This time, I think the tendon was just too weak. I already had trained. I haven't even eaten yet that day. And I just hadn't done that exercise. The only flat benching I had done was with the machines for several years. So I think that was just the weak link. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Because this arm, it was like, I was holding it up because they were struggling, because I had one person behind me that Mr. Healthy Don't Hurt on the other side. When he grabbed it, it actually threw Wanye out of balance, so he couldn't rack it. He couldn't get it up to rack it, and I couldn't assist on the other side at all. So I was just holding it up, which is it was so effortless. I didn't even register to me that I was doing that until after the fact. So it wasn't that I wasn't strong enough generally to get it up, and that was only 335, which actually kind of makes me happy, because that shows that my other training is keeping the strength there to not really be using any free weights. But that tendon up there was definitely a weak point in the chain. So I need to find a way to address that, because you don't want to really have your muscles stronger than your tendons, or you can get seriously injured. I'm lucky that wasn't worse, but it is a learning event. So I may even throw in some light work, maybe with some dumbbells or something, just to address that. Because again, it wasn't that I wasn't generally strong enough. It was surprisingly light. But that's my point. Regardless of me having trained before and all that, it was that weak point. It was a point of failure. And that's all it takes to get hurt. That's all it takes to get injured. It don't matter if it was 5 plates and it was going up smooth, if I had a point that wasn't strong enough to handle it. So now the danger, that's actually in my opinion more dangerous, because it doesn't register when it's so light, because you can have by that point of failure. Because when it's heavy, you feel it, you kind of brace for it, you say, okay, get ready, get prepared. Or when you start to feel the weight, you go, I'm a racket. When it's light, you don't have that, so you're already into it, and on the way up, and it's something just gives. It didn't fall down, but it was close. There was a brief moment where I was like, if they don't figure this out, I could die. But I lived, I survived, obviously. So I'm grateful. How you gonna? Back out here, Healthy. Where you at? Where you at, man? Been slacking. A few weeks into my recovery, not recovered yet. Ortho said that it would be 4 weeks. I already knew that it wouldn't be. I'm looking at 6 weeks personally to start to kind of feel normal, but I don't think I'm going to be able to push it really until maybe 3 months after, like good 16 weeks after. That's probably longer than necessary, maybe 12, but I'm talking about getting back to the heavy, the hardcore, the high weight. We're going to go in here. I'm going to try to do some stuff, shoulders, triceps. Will I return for legs? Maybe. Membership expired to Powerhouse. Will I get back to it? Maybe. I did want to go in there and show y'all some more stuff, but I didn't. Oh well. All right, grab these D handles. I like the metal D handles. I have some at home. I never use them at home now. Came out here, I forgot to bring my handles. It's always hard to find some. But when I got to the machine, I realized probably the only useful handles were already on here. But I'm still going to swap them out. Y'all probably realize that this video is all kinds of crazy. It is. See, I got the thing going wrong. but it doesn't matter. All right, because got the boys. All right, head some shoulders. I'm gonna get that for you. This is now a few weeks later after the beginning of the video, but I'm back here, back at Crunch, training. With my wife goes first, then I do what I do. I don't have anything filmed for her. Maybe we'll film something of what she's doing. We go to a few different places, but we'll see if she wants to film that. She doesn't really like being on camera, but her most viewed video is a video of her. So yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's just regular, pretty much innocent video now from like 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago. Yeah, they definitely got the old head playlist playing because don't nobody know any of these artists. I was telling them, like, kids, like, I quoted Avril Lavigne. They didn't know what it was. I said it was Avril Lavigne. They said, who is that? And I said, you know, you ever hear Adam Levine? And they were like, what? I'm like, Maroon 5? Like, come on, man. Dude, we old. All right, I can't talk too much because of the music in the background, but it's come to my attention that a lot of you guys like when I talk about the equipment. So we got this. Dude, this used to be like one of my favorite songs for years. I'm gonna have to blank out sections so I don't get flagged. But what I will say is, this is right now. This is actually, if you notice, a lot of these current Nautilus machines used to be Star Trek, Nautilus, and a few other brands were bought by Core. I can't remember if it's Core Fitness. I think it's Core Fitness. And so there's a massive rebrand. So a lot of stuff that used to be Star Trek, for whatever reason, they decided to go with the Nautilus badge. But it's actually, it is what it is. But this stuff is actually better. Jim Botany still has the old stuff, and even the old stuff with the messed up cables, because it's pretty dated and they didn't fix it. Still works pretty good, pretty great. And I actually like these Human Sport machines. They don't get as much love as the Free Motion and all that, but they're pretty good. And the new stuff is definitely improved. The angles are improved. They're smoother, so they definitely been doing some work. Hey guys, if you know where I could get some matching shoes for this outfit that doesn't clash too hard, please let me know, because I've been looking for a minute. They could be lifting shoes. I don't care. I would prefer the shoe to be mainly black. You see how this shoe has the white on it? Like something where it's black, where this shoe is black, and orange where this is orange. This is that gas flame. I'm trying to coordinate, man. Like I tell the kids all the time, you got to coordinate. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon, man, because he was right. You got to coordinate. And the clothes don't make the man make the clothes, but man, the clothes on the man make the man look like the man, if you understand. You know what I'm saying? I got some jacked up angles here. I'm not sure if this clip is even supposed to be in this video, so we're going to just rush past it. All right, so I'm doing a lot of talking here, but this video, I want to iterate, if I haven't already, that it is not a training video. There's training in the video, but it's not a training video. I went to Original Pancake House. I did show you guys what I ate. This is a video doing two things. Basically, to clown with the boys and to have a good time. We're just going to throw some crunch in here, because why not? Got no other where else to put the footage. But if y'all want to see some training, I am doing a training series. D-Time me coming back from the injury and other stuff that's been going on in life, they kind of sent me back, and some new progress. So follow that if you want. Obviously this is in that time period, but I'm not making a video for that because I'm doing this. Follow that if that's what you want to see. More bedding. All right, so I'm doing reverse flies here on the reverse pec deck, obviously, but because the angle's so bad, we're also going to cut this exercise short. All right, I'm probably going to put this in a separate video. Whoa, look at my hand hang now. Hold on. Wait, what's that? Yeah, I don't want to see that. Anyways, so if you've noticed, now I've talked about this line before. And when I was going over the Fitness Factory website, watch that video, things I would like from Fitness Factory or Body Solid, whatever I called it. But you probably noticed that, like Star Trek, the new Nautilus stuff has these the lock and load technology, which pretty much is this. So slide this over to select the weight, right? That's because now that they're all owned by Core Fitness, they just rebranded a lot of Star Trek stuff. It's Nautilus, so like that leverage line that's out right now, it's really the old Star Trek stuff. So if you don't want to buy it new and pay full price, get it over that Star Trek badge, you'll be good to go. But also, the great thing about it, it's annoying because you can't really gym pin it, you don't know what you're doing, and maybe the switches break occasionally. But the reason why it's great for like a gym is because for some reason people steal those pins, they fall off, they get lost. You don't have to worry about that with the lock and load technology. It's there, no one's taking it out, they're not losing it, they're not using weight and breaking the machine because breaking the pen. So it's good in that case. But the problem is that, a lot of people just don't like it, but I understand it, it's innovative, and you know who it is when you see it. Now the one by us closed down, but it's all good because we're out here about to go to Handles after we handled that workout. All right, now we gotta get a handle on these gains. All right, so gonna do that. It's funny, man. It's definitely the young old head hour at the Crunch Fitness. They were playing all the favorites. Avril Lavigne, the one song with Deuce saying it smells like that was, all the classic stuff. If you came up 2001 to anything from 2001, 2003, probably like 97 to 2003, they were playing in there. They was playing the Fat Man Scoop, if you're ugly, put your hands up, or whatever he was saying in that song. What's that, Love Like This? Before they was playing that, they was playing all the stuff, man. All the stuff that you would have grew up listening to, that no kid was around and would not know what you're talking about. Now, I know I referenced Avril Lavigne like 2 days ago. They said, what? They had no idea who I was talking about. So that's what they was playing. We was all having a good time. Then I was leaving, see some guys, say, hey, how's it going, fellas? Held the door open for them. Then now these guys are fully grown men. You know what they did? They looked at me and they said, thanks, sir. That's where we're at.
All
right.
Gave a customer
I got all these different flavors here. I was going to get one, but I didn't want to crap myself. Whoa. We gotta cut it. All right, we over here. Milkshake Factory. Didn't realize First Watch was right this close, because we didn't come this close. We didn't come from the way we came to get here the other times we've been over here. So I didn't realize this was right here. But now I know. Guess what? Now I know. First Watch is over here. Pancake House is over here. Y'all not safe. I'm not a big milkshake dude, but y'all not safe. Yep, back on the Nautilus leg extension. Y'all see, they try to do these new designs to imitate the center drive, and it does feel good and it's smooth. I get a nice contraction the whole time. So I really like to just focus on the squeeze, forget about the weight, and just go. I was doing high intensity training for a minute, but once you get done doing it, give it a little bit of a break. You can always take the principles and implement it. It feels real good when you do it too, because you can really push the intensity in a way that you normally won't be able to. So now that I've done that, these leg workouts, I'm trying to get away from it just a little bit, have been a little bit more productive than they otherwise would have been. So this is a smooth machine, a nice machine. Would I be opposed to owning this machine? Definitely not. I just don't have space for it. But my favorite's still the Pyramid version, which Pyramid merged with Trotter and Cybex years ago. We covered that in a different video. There's a lawsuit. Basically, the Galileo line user designs didn't adequately pay the guy, took it to court, and the judge said, yeah, you clearly ripped these guys off, paid the man. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. Crunch Fitness is kind of cool because it has good machines for the Planet Fitness feel, but heavier weights and actual free weights. But if you're not careful, it does get crowded. All right. Now, this guy's texting in the cut. It's all right. He's resting. Now, with this is the one that I also have my wife using. Remember, Star Trek had the design and the plans for the Ham Tractor. So I'm assuming that they brought it into the Impact line also. So even though this has a Nautilus badge, remember, Star Trek influence, because they pretty much rebranded Star Trek at this point. Smooth, feels good, nice contraction, which is why I'm using this and not the Matrix version. You know, nice squeeze on there, feels awesome. When I can use this, I use it. I don't know if this is my wife's favorite out of all the seated hamstring curls that we've done. I will ask her. I could get her feedback, but I didn't do it before recording this. That was kind of a mistake, but I like it. So if you got it, try it. Went in had a nice day training the legs. Actually went hard. I've been doing high intensity training the last year, but last 2 workouts I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I do, fill it out, and it's been pretty great. Just like after the blood and guts training, the best thing about doing a high intensity training is that you learn how to push it and implement those basic principles, even if you don't necessarily strictly adhere to everything that's in it full time. And it does improve your training. So if you haven't tried it. That's about it. Look who we finally caught slipping. Healthy don't hurt. Finally made it to the gym. Now, dude.